All right, thanks for your time, Dad. Okay, so my project is on technology and how it's changed teens, but more specifically, I'm doing a comparison between teenagers from like the 70s, 80s, and 90s. So, a quick question. Tell me, what time period was it when you were a teenager growing up?
In the 80s, 75, 80s.
Okay. And tell me, based on the technology you had back then, how was your teenage life growing up?
My teenage life back then was good, even though we did not have the technology that you guys have today. Okay, versus, okay, the technology that you guys have today that we didn't have back then, we had to make our own skate. You know what I mean? Today, now you have the technology, you have scooter with motor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We had to make our own skate and push it with our foot. You know, so technology today, you know, is more advanced than what we had back then. But it was fun for us because that's what we know. Okay? It was more advanced, educational system-wise. The technology that you have today, you can Google to search stuff, right? We had to get our dictionaries, okay? So we'd have a library, a dictionary to research words. You have the technology today, you Google a word. You know, you Google a company. We didn't have that technology in my time, in my teenager's time.
Okay. Another question. What are some pros that you think 80s teens have over us modern teens?
Okay, some of the pro that we have over you guys, we didn't have jugs, okay, rampant in our neighborhood, in our community as teenagers. The only thing that was around was marijuana, okay? Okay, we didn't have guns, you know what I mean, and the type of violence that technology afford you guys to get involved in today. You know, in my time, you have a beef with somebody, you fist fight. You know, the better fighter wins, and you hold the record. Today, your gun is so advanced, if you and someone have a fight, they're going to get a gun and they shoot you, okay? In our time, we didn't have PlayStation 2. We didn't have Nintendo, okay? We play marble. Okay, and the better marble player win the most marble. You know what I mean? So we didn't have the technology that you guys have. You know, in our time, we go in the when it rains, we go in the gutter and we make our boat. You know, we put our boat in the water, and the fastest boat win the race. You know what I mean? You guys' technology is more advanced. You guys have Wii. You know what I mean? You can jump and exercise and all kind of stuff. So it's way different, but we still enjoy our time because it was fun doing it.
Okay. Another question. What was my other question? Oh, one technological advancement that's really taken a big step on this world is smartphones. What's your view on smartphones and how us teens and even you older folks use it, and, you know, the pros and cons to that?
Well, smartphones can be good and it can be bad. The technology is good. You know, back in our time, we never even have cell phone, much less smartphone. I remember back in my time when phone came out in the 80s, okay, it was like a big brick you got to carry on your shoulder, okay? And only the rich and famous could afford one, or you'd be a drug dealer, okay? Today, the technology is so small that everybody can have. You know, I think it's good in a sense of communication, okay? And at the same time, it can get you into trouble because you guys have the advantage today as teenagers where you can use your phone to do all type of wrongdoing, you know. Go and, you know, on the internet, look at, you know, porn and stuff like that, you know what I mean?
All right. Well, that's all the questions. Thank you for your time.
Okay.